In this video, I'm going to go ahead and show how to connect a boombox to a cell phone or MP3 player. And what I'm going to use as an example is this unit right here, which is a Vivanco SC112, which is basically a combination signal attenuator. Makes the signal smaller, and also I guess you would call it an inverse equalizer. Now, also I have this boombox here, which is a Sharp GF. I think it's a 9595, and this thing, of course, has a phono preamp, like about all stereo receivers do, at least the old ones. And the phono preamp, now that normally deals with signals on the magnitude of maybe a few millivolts. So what this Vivanco SC112 is going to do, that's going to attenuate the high signal output coming from the Mp3 player or cell phone, right? Because this the phono input, that's basically just made for turntables. So if you connect something to it other than a turntable, you're probably going to have distortion, because as a general rule the signal level is going to go ahead and be too high. You can somewhat vary the output level, like on a cell phone or MP3 player, but you still got to be really careful. But that's not the only problem. When the signal, like for example the music, when it reaches this phono preamp, it's not only amplified, but it's also equalized by that very same preamp. So, as I said, the phono input, that's made for turntables. So what the equalization does, it reduces the high frequencies and amplifies the low frequencies. So basically, when you feed in a signal from the MP3 player or cell phone, it's already going to be equalized. So, but when you feed in a signal from a turntable, it's going to be unequalized, because the preamp's going to take care of that. You can see right there, basically, that's going to be a problem. And this is where this thing here comes in. You don't need no power for it. What it's going to do is basically boost the high frequencies and attenuate the low frequencies. That's just the opposite of what the phono preamp is going to do. So in the end, the frequency response is going to be flat, which is basically what you're looking for. All this has basically two RCA phono plugs on it, and on the other side, basically on the other side too, one's the input. Here, in fact, you can even see right here, if I come close, it's the input coming from a CD player, because the signal's so high. And here, the phono is the output, which is going to go directly into this preamplifier. Because a lot of these boomboxes, they don't have line inputs, they just have phono inputs. So just as a quick demonstration, right now I'm feeding in a 1000 hertz square wave, and I've got that going into this Vivanco, and then I've got that I'm feeding that into the phono input. Of course, I got a dummy load hooked up, and now here's how that signal looks when it's basically when it's coming in after it's been equalized with the Vivanco. I mean, the square wave isn't that good. Probably due to the limitations of this boombox here. Frequency response isn't probably that good in the first place, and it's probably got a couple other problems too. So now I'm going to go ahead and show what happens to that square wave when the output from the signal generator is directly hooked up to the phono preamp. Now here's the signal being fed directly into the phono preamp directly from the audio generator, and as you can see, the front here is slanted down. That means the high frequency response has been weakened, which is what equalization is supposed to do. So yeah, I would say that makes sense.